Welcome to your daily focus for February the 23rd, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the cards, thank you. Thank you so much for all of the support that you give me each and every day through your comments, your likes, through subscribing, through showing up. You guys rock. Thank you so, so much. Now, let's get to the energy of the day. We start with the Three of Wands. We stand on the brink of our tomorrow. Now, the Three of Wands showed up a lot in the weeklies. I think a lot of people got the Three of Wands. Standing on the brink of our tomorrow, grounded, secure in knowing that there is a path forward. Imagining what tomorrow will look like. Knowing that it's going to take courage. So, yes, there is a little bit of fear in our hearts, isn't there? Of stepping out, of doing what needs to be done in order to go forward, in order to realize our dreams, to step into them, to make them a reality. And I can tell you by this card that if you do, it's bigger and better than you could have imagined. Look at that ship coming in. We're looking into the sun rising, and we're thinking beauty, abundance, happiness, joy, balance. And look what's coming at us. Everything we imagined times 10. But we have to do the work. We have to use our energy and put it in the right places so that it becomes a reality. This isn't something that is just going to come to us, but as we step onto this path, it'll come to us. It's having the faith. It's faith in ourselves, God, our angels, our spirit guides. Knowing that we have been through, well, we have the Knight of Wands here. Okay? Knowing that we have been through the battles, the chaos, the tears, the sorrows, the learning, the lessons, in order to gain the wisdom, in order to gain the understanding so we can go forward with a strength, with an empowerment. Absolutely. And then we have the King of Wands. So there's an optimism here. Absolutely. King of Wands is all about optimism. More than that, it's high thinking. So we can put on our thinking caps today and we can see a plan forward. We can plan it out. We can know what is needed to do next. We know where our energies need to lay and what things we need to put on the back burner because they are a waste of our energy, a waste of our time, a waste of our resources. It's prioritizing our lists right now. It's knowing what we need to do right now. It's making that plan. And then it's having the courage to step into that plan. We have 55 persuasion. So 5 plus 5 is 10, which is 1. The I am card. And when I laid this down, I thought, what is it going to take to persuade each person to step onto their path? To swallow their fear, the unknown, the worries, the concerns, and go after their passion. Go after your dream. I love the peacock. Now, first of all, the peacock loses every one of its feathers every year, so it's renewed every year. But the thing I like most about the peacock is if you see the peacock walking around, it looks like an average, everyday bird, nothing spectacular. And then when it shows us that plume of all the feathers, the majesty, the empowerment, and you would have to assume it's got a great pride for how it looks at this point. So what's it going to take you to ruffle up your feathers a bit and stand in your empowerment and show people what you're made of. Show yourself what you're made of. What's going to persuade you to go forward, to start doing the baby steps of your plan, to reach out for that something more, that passion, that dream, that desire. I really think that the energy today is all about us staring into that sunrise of tomorrow, of knowing what can be. And we really don't, because this card says that something even more profound, more beautiful comes back to us if we start laying out our plan, if we start doing the work, if we start going forward, if we swallow our fear, if we bring out our courage, if we stand in our empowerment, and yes, like the peacock, our beauty. Knight of Wands says you have been through what you had to go through in order to have the wisdom on your path forward, so that you wouldn't fall, so that you would succeed. Sometimes it takes knowing what we don't want in our life before we can even realize what we do want in our life. And so that's part of the lesson. That's part of the wisdom we gained. Of knowing that we just can't settle for certain things in our life anymore. Knowing that we are destined for something better, something more fruitful, something that gives us balance, something that brings in passion, something that brings in joy and happiness. And the King of Wands comes out and gives us this optimism. And I think if we start doing even something mundane, something little, to start that path, to start that flow, to start that energy, to buy into it, to be like the Fool and step off that cliff. I mean the Fool in the tarot deck. Where can you go? Who can you become? How much do you believe in yourself? How much do you believe that God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe is surrounding you, waiting for you to make the first move, waiting for you to actually begin? So I think it's a beautiful day. Today we figure out what it's going to take to persuade us to move forward. What is the key to unlock that destiny of tomorrow? Where we go from being just that average bird walking around to showing all of our feathers, all our beauty, all of our strength, and using it towards succeeding in manifesting the dreams and the hopes and the desires that you want going forward. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.